A very good day to you. Indeed, morning. I'm with Richard. Say hi, Richard. So what have we been doing on this Sunday, the 15th of January 2023?
Yes, something different actually. We decided to walk up the ski road.
Yes.
And we walked up towards Peshterite, you know, that nice little restaurant.
Past
right
Kalibita.
Past Kalibita.
Yeah.
Both very, very quiet, but nice to go for a drink there. And we've come up just to Chalin Valog. You do a quick pan around, obviously no skiing or anything like that.
No skiing at all, no. I mean, it is frozen here, so the freezing level last night certainly came down just below this level. But as you can see, it is green grass, well, grey, light green grass, and no snow.
I think that could all change fairly soon though, can't it?
Well,
Friday maybe?
Friday night may change, but before then we've got a little bit of snow anxiety, Richard. What we have got is, if I can just move around this way, is a slight issue, ladies and gentlemen. On Tuesday, Wednesday, we've got precipitation and we've got a rather high freezing level, which means below that precipitation doesn't fall as snow, it falls as rain. Now, at the moment, it's as high as maybe 1,900 metres, something like that. Maybe even 2,000 metres. Difficult to quite say.
Well, given the fact was it to Dorcas 2,700 metres?
Yeah.
So 2,000 is pretty high. It's above the plateau, above the goat, isn't it?
Yeah, it's about the goat level, yeah. And yeah, that's a big problem, frankly. So we'll have to see how that goes. As time goes on, though, the temperatures do look as if they're going to probably drop. But do remember, things do and change very quickly here in the mountains, don't they?
Indeed.
We've seen some big changes very suddenly, so don't get too despondent yet. And indeed, looking ahead from there, over a week ahead from now, there's some very positive signs, by the way, with colder temperatures and snow.
Yes.
So I think we could be in for a really good time.
Oh, whilst we're here, it's probably worth saying, if you just...
That's right.
We're here at Chalin Valog,
yes.
And you know when you do get busy days sometimes, and if you're first up the mountain like I normally am, top tip, what I do is I finish my skiing up at the top of the mountain, get as much in as possible, and then by about 10:30, I'm actually down here. Yeah. And this, I think, is one of the best runs. It's red, but it's an easy red, and you can just keep going around on this loop for 6 or 7 times, hardly anybody here at all, and then by 12 o'clock I'm done. I'm back in the town. Yep.
Absolutely. And of course the same is true if you're a beginner on the slope I showed you a little bit earlier, where that's very quiet relatively, isn't it? Quiet. No queues there. So think about that once we get some snow, because right now, look at this.
In fact, if you're a beginner, I would advise to the instructor to say, can we come to Chalin Valog? If you're an absolute beginner, instead, rather than go up to Bundersihka where it's busy.
You don't have to ask, because the Ski Mania folks will take you to the best spot.
Oh, right,
so that's a good segue to make sure you use the app or on book.banskoblog.com to book your premium private transfers, your ski hire, ski lessons, and snowboard hire and snowboard lessons. Now, just on that, we work really hard to ensure that everybody gets the best possible service. In fact, just this morning, someone wasn't quite sure where to meet up. They didn't quite read their confirmation and messaged and got the answer, which of course is at the top of the gondola lift by the big piece map, just in case you weren't aware. But so also, if you hire equipment, and this can happen with either skis or maybe snowboards, but there could be a problem with the strap or with the binding.
That's happened to me.
It's happened to you.
And I didn't know I could get my board fixed by Ski Mania, so I had to get the gondola, came all the way back down, got it fixed, came back up, and yet they've got the box of tricks.
They have.
And bits and pieces, accessories, and they could have fixed it there and then. Yeah,
so when you look at all these services, it's good to go with the folks that actually look after you when things maybe not go quite your way that day, which can happen. Stuff happens. Talking of stuff happening, look, we've had a really challenging time skiing, but actually yesterday was quite nice actually. Piste number 10, which means the Shilligarnika lift is open right now. We're waiting to hear any news on Piste 5, which they're preparing right now. Maybe Tuesday, maybe tomorrow, Monday. I'm not sure, I really don't know. But we're looking for more runs to be open.
Anything to alleviate the amount of people on certain available runs at the moment.
But a lot less busy today. The end of the holidays in Macedonia has happened, so it was a lot quieter in town.
It was Romany New Year's Day or something yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, big parties in town. all these hairy costume people and drums and...
Yeah, well, that's the sort of thing they do here in Bulgaria, but it's Orthodox religion.
Gregorian calendar and all that sort of thing.
That's right. That was yesterday. In the same way, we have a Chinese New Year that doesn't coincide. So
it's just a constant party, isn't it?
A fiesta. Yeah, it is.
Donde está la fiesta?
Talking of which, what have we been up to? Yes, talking of party, we actually had a very nice time in the Irish Harp, didn't we, the other night?
Yes, we did, yeah.
And we've got something to tell everybody about that, because at the end of this video you'll see a link to another video, which is the one we did the other day, which is a giveaway competition. All you have to do is like, share and subscribe, and put a comment down below that video, not this video. Well, please comment below on this video as well, but on that video, and you will be entered into the prize draw to have 100 leather credit behind the bar.
That goes a long way towards several beers.
And maybe a burger. This is Irish beef, and you had the amazing steak and Guinness pie. How was that?
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah,
in fact, I had some friends over, Chris and Carrie. Hello, Chris, Carrie. Carrie liked it so much, she went the next day and had it again.
The pie.
Yes.
Great. So there you go, the recommendation indeed. And we've already had, I think, as of looking, about 130 entries. So make sure you stand a chance of winning, and we of course will do this fairly. Thank you, Peter Wilkes, for your very funny comment saying, wouldn't it be funny if the guy who's won the car,
oh yes,
3 times out of 4,
the Audi car,
wins the 100 leather. That made me laugh so much. Yes, this will be provably fair competition, and I'll explain how I do that when we do the draw using technology. So yeah, do enter the Irish Harp competition and get on down there anyhow. And talking of a little plug for pluspropertybg.com if you're looking to sell or buy a Bulgarian property.
Talking of plugging, it's just nice, you know, we do try a number of different restaurants.
We do, yes.
And we went to a local Mahana, which I've been to a few times now, on Pirin Street on the left-hand side, called Dedo Tase.
Yes.
I think it's my favourite now.
I think it's one of the good ones for sure. I like it because there's no band that plays.
Oh yeah, that's very annoying that.
So there's inbuilt bias, of course, to all the things that we recommend. And it's usually something to do with loud music, unless of course it's Amigos and we want loud music.
It's those shrieking clarinets I'm not keen on.
No.
Yeah.
Absolutely agree. And gosh, we're in the dark here, aren't we? We ought to get up.
Well, we're going to sneak through. There's a turning here that goes through the woods, and it goes all the way back down to the town above the Kempinski. It's a very nice walk if you ever wanted to do it. And I'm convinced, secret heart of hearts, that when there's a big dump of snow, I think it's skiable or boardable, which is one of the main reasons why we're doing this, just to reconfirm.
Okay. We always like to do a little exploration. Now, talking of exploring and making the most of your trip, what I have found so interesting this season is that many people, we've had clients who booked and they've learnt to ski and they've said they've absolutely had a fantastic time and have rebooked for later in the season. And of course it made me realise your happiness is based on your expectations. And as a beginner you don't really know what to expect.
Well, my friends are already coming back in March. They were here early January and they're desperate to come out again.
There you go. So it is a bit of state of mind, I think. And you've also enjoyed some ATV,
yep,
as well as cycling. So you can go to a mineral spa if you want to change, because we've only really got sort of 2 pistes open at the top there, as well as the beginners area, of course. So World Cup coming up next weekend. Snowboard.
Snowboard.
Yes.
The proper sport.
Indeed. So join us then. Hopefully I'll be up there covering that. In the meantime, may take a little break.
Oh, do say about the stand. You don't have to pay to go into the stand.
Free, yes, absolutely. Yeah. We got it wrong on the other video. The stand is for free. Now, I want to show you this piste. Yes, it's green now, but I'm sure
somebody else is on our piste. Look.
Oh gosh, yes they are.
Shock horror.
Yeah. So there's the gondola lift that crosses it. Yeah. So you can look to your right as you go up and see this wonderful Chalin piste. It's a red run. Really is lovely.
And this is, I think this is the sneaky entrance.
Yes,
here.
it is. Yes. Yeah. Into the woods we go.
That's where we're going to go.
Yeah, it is. We made it. It's been a wonderful morning walk. Makes a change. If you're up there enjoying World Ski Day, one left passes. You know that already, of course. I think that's all we've got to say this time, except to say thank you so much for watching. Do go to the other video I will link to for the Irish Harp free giveaway. And anything else from you, Richard?
We won't say too much about it now, but there's going to be another little giveaway later on.
Oh, yes, thank you, Richard. Yes, we're
yes,
just working on that, and I think many of you are going to love this, because I've actually had a request from someone to get this particular thing as the giveaway. So, on that bombshell, on that anticipation, we will leave you, and I will ask Richard to turn us off. See you on the next one. Thanks for watching.